Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube and Instagram channel Competitive Exam Sir. Today we will see mixed design problems on lightweight concrete. Here mixed proportioning of lightweight concrete is based on empirical graphs. By referring the empirical graphs we will solve the problem. And mixed problem of lightweight concrete based on the extensive experimental investigations at the Building Research Station, UK. So this is the problem we are going to solve. A lightweight concrete mix is required for structural concrete work. A minimum 28 days cube strength of 30 Newton per mm square is required. Control factor is 0.75. The relative density of the concrete should not exceed 1.75. Workability required is medium to high. Available aggregates are formed slag, litag, azilite and leca. Design the most economical mix and set out the dry batch weights and also the field mix quantities per cubic meter of concrete. If fine aggregate and coarse aggregate contains 5% and 3% of moisture by dry weight respectively. So this is the problem statement. So here he has given 28 days cube strength 30 Newton per mm square, control factor 0.75 and then the relative density of the concrete should not exceed 1.75 and workability required is medium to high. Available lightweight aggregates are formed slag, litag, azilite and leca. So here we need to design the most economical mix and we have to set out the dry batch weights and also field mix quantities per cubic meter of concrete. Again he also mentioned fine aggregate and coarse aggregate contains 5% and 3% of moisture by dry weight respectively. Next we need to solve that problem. For that first we need to calculate the mean design strength by using this formula. Mean design strength is equal to minimum 28 days strength required divided by control factor. Minimum 28 days strength required is given 30 Newton per mm square divided by control factor is also given 0.75. Here we got mean design strength is equal to 40 Newton per mm square. After calculating mean design strength, we need to calculate the water cement ratio for given aggregates by referring chart 1. So this is the chart 1. So on y-axis the compressive strength at 28 days is given. You can refer in terms of kg per centimeter square as well as Newton per mm square. Both are given for different aggregates and you see that indication, line indication, dotted, straight line, clear. So here 4 lines are given. Those are formed slag, leca, azilite and litag aggregates. And on x-axis water cement ratio is given. We calculated the mean design strength 40 Newton per mm square we got here. So with respect to this we need to calculate the water cement ratio for all the lightweight aggregates given in the problem. So first from this 40 Newton per mm square on y-axis, from this point trace the line towards touching the all the lines. First is formed slag. From this line trace the line up to touching the formed slag line and then after touching this formed slag line this line must be dragged towards the x-axis where it touches, so that will be the water cement ratio. For formed slag it is 0.54. Next for azilite we will get again from the same 40 Newton per mm square. See the azilite line dotted. So from 40 we need to trace up to touching this. So where it touches, from that drag the line towards the x-axis. After touching the x-axis, note down the value. So that will be the water cement ratio for azilite. So here it is 0.69. Again same for LATAG also 0.77. Here not applicable for LECA, because this 40 Newton per mm square strength is not achieved by using LECA aggregates. You see, you trace the line from 40 Newton per mm square, which is not touching or which is not crossing the this LECA aggregate line. You see, this is the LECA aggregate line. So here it is not touching. So the required strength is not achieved by using LECA aggregate. So here the LECA aggregates will not be used for the mixed design. So here we need to go for 3 aggregates. Again from these 3 aggregates, based on the relative density and the rate, cost and availability, we will skip 2 more aggregates. Only we have to design most economical mix by among the 3 aggregates. Clear? Next step is determination of cement content by using chart 2 and 3. So for the corresponding water cement ratio, already we calculated the water cement ratio from the chart 1. The cement content required is to be determined. So here chart 2 and chart 3. So chart 2 is for combed slag and azilite, chart 3 is for LATAG and LECA. So again here we have 4 lines, here also we have 4 lines. So here these 2 lines indicates the lines of constant water content in kg per meter cube. And what are these 2 lines? These are variable water content. Clear? These 2 line indicates water contents are varying, these 2 are constant water content. Here also same. So here for the determination of cement content for 3 aggregates, because LECA is eliminated from the given aggregates list, because by using LECA we cannot achieve the required strength 40 Newton per mm square. Only we have 3 options, that is combed slag and azilite and LATAG. So by using these 3 we need to calculate the cement content. Clear? We know the water cement ratio here we determined. So by using these water cement ratio we need to calculate the cement content. First for combed slag 0.54, 0.69, 0.77. So by using these we need to calculate. So here for combed slag you see 0.54 is the water cement ratio. So just trace the line from 0.54. So here this is the water cement ratio. By using the water cement ratio we are calculating the cement content. So we know the water cement ratio, the cement content is unknown. So we need to start from this 0.54 and trace towards the this line where it touches the combed slag line. After touching, trace towards the x-axis. Approximately we will get or nearly we will get 700 kg per meter cube for combed slag. Next for again same water cement ratio 0.69 for azilite. Again trace the line from 0.69 somewhere here, trace the line towards the azilite where it touches. From that drag the line towards the x-axis. So here you got 450 kg per meter cube from 4.69 means here 450 will get. Clear? Next again for same another aggregate, that is LATAG. Here we will get 430 kg per meter cube. After determining the water cement, that is cement content from the chart 2 and 3, next we have to determine the relative density by using chart 4. So next these 2 are chart 4. This is also chart 4, this is also chart 4, but here this chart we need to refer for fully compacted fresh concrete. This chart is referred for concrete after storage for 28 days in air. Clear? So here based on cement content we need to determine the relative density. Again in the problem statement relative density is restricted, that relative density value should not exceed 1.75. Based on the cement content we need to determine the relative density. So here again we have two lines for each aggregate. here formed slag, you see, for formed slag we have two lines. Two lines means one is maximum relative density, another one is the minimum relative density. Clear? We need to note down the range, minimum to maximum. Again, minimum and maximum should not exceed 1.75, should be below the 1.75. Clear? So for first formed slag we will see how to refer the way. Here we have 700 kg per meter cube cement content. Cement content is given on x-axis. From 700 trace the line up to touching the formed slag. You see here minimum, this is the minimum value and this is the maximum value. From here trace the line towards the y-axis. From here trace the line towards the y-axis. You will get the value in the range of 1.96 to 2.03 for the formed slag. It is greater than 1.75. What is the condition in the problem? The relative density of concrete mix should not exceed 1.75. Here for formed slag it is exceeding 1.9, that is 1.75. Again it becomes uneconomical. Only we have the option for azilite and litac. Again same, by using the cement content, read from here 450, trace the line towards the azilite and litac. See where it touches, note down the relative density, minimum and maximum. So and compare with the given relative density. So these two are lesser than the given relative density. Clear? So next is economical mix. How to decide the economical mix? Here formed slag aggregates results in a concrete which exceeds the permissible limit of relative density given and hence cannot be used. In the problem statement itself it is very clearly mentioned, the relative density of concrete aggregate should not exceed 1.75. So here for formed aggregates it is exceeding beyond the 1.75, hence it is cannot be used. Next, both azilite and litac produce a concrete satisfying the relative density limits and the choice depends upon their relative cost and availability. Both aggregates produce a concrete satisfying the relative density, but the choice depends on their relative cost and availability. But we know the cement content required for litac is lesser than the azilite, therefore economical mix is possible with litac based on the relative cost. Relative cost includes material cost, but we have cement content required for litac is lesser than azilite. We will go to cement content. You see here for litac we got 430 kg per meter cube, for azilite 450. 430 is lesser than 450. So litac consumes less amount of cement, means its cost is lesser than the azilite. So litac can give the most economical mix. Economical mix is possible with the litac. Now we need to set the dry batch weights with respect to the litac. Dry batch weights per cubic meter of concrete. Cement content we need to note on for the litac 430 kg per meter cube we got. Relative density is given 1.75. Now we need to calculate density of concrete is equal to relative density into 1000. Clear? 1750 kg per meter cube. Next we know water cement ratio for the litac for this cement content, that is 0.77. Now water by cement ratio is equal to 0.77. Here we know the cement content 430, only the unknown quantity is water. So keep water here, take cement content to this side, that becomes 0.77 into 430, you will get 330 kg per meter cube water content. After getting total aggregates we need to calculate from the concrete. Concrete is nothing but aggregate plus water plus cement. So we want total aggregate. Clear? Total weight of concrete minus weight of cement minus weight of water. Do that, put the values, we will get 990 kg per meter cube. Again here this method is trial and error. For the first trial we need to decide the fine and coarse aggregate. So taking equal proportions of fine and coarse aggregate for trial mixers. Here total aggregate is 990 kg, divided by 2 will be the equal proportion. Clear? Fine aggregate is 495 kg per meter cube. Again, coarse aggregate is 495 kg per meter cube. So this is the final trial mix. Aggregate type latex, cement 430 kg per meter cube, water 330 kg per meter cube, fine aggregate 495 kg per meter cube, coarse aggregate 495 kg per meter cube, water cement ratio 0.77. So this is the final trial mix. Next, problem for your practice. So here this is the problem for your practice.